morning. Woo! Giving it a little quick warm up this morning. Damn, looks good as always. Got the bride seat. Sit down in this thing. Alright, so hopefully you can hear me. Once again, guys, the merch is always available in the link. I don't even gotta talk it up. I mean, come on. The style matters on the sleeves. We're fixing this thing today. It's been having boost leaks like crazy. It's fucking annoying. I was out at 3 a.m. last night trying to fix it. We're gonna boost leak test this thing the right way today, and we're gonna figure out if it's a manifold gasket, which I don't think it is, or a boost leak. Let's go. Walking out of the store, you know, just a regular store, all these regular cars, and then it's just like, boom, the fuck is that? As you can see, we're only hitting like 15, we should be hitting like 25, so there's obviously an issue somewhere. Now time to go home and figure it out. Got back to the house, a little snack in the morning, no ramen today, just some waffles. Look at that color in the sun. Hydra, what are you doing? Hey, you just gonna hop in my bride's seat and go for a ride like that? Camera's about to die. I'm gonna finish these waffles, charge it up, and we will get to work. Hopefully we fix this boost leak, huh? Yeah? Yeah. What do you got in here? Huh? You got food in here? This bride's seat. Ooh. I wanna race. I wanna race. I wanna race. I wanna run. You wanna drift? You wanna drift? Crazy dog. Back in the car. Alright, so while you guys are charging up, I'm gonna go ahead and remove this intake right here. Alright, so I got the intake off, and this is a 2-inch intake down there. So what I ended up doing was, from Lowe's, you guys saw me pick up the 2-inch cap for like HVAC stuff, ductwork, which I used to do. And then I took this valve stem, but I didn't just get a slip-in valve stem like you would normally see on a car. I got one of the ones that would be in like real wheels, the bolt-in ones that pinch together like this with rubber seals. So this should really seal it. I see a lot of people have trouble when they use regular valve stems. So when I saw that in the store, I was like, that's what I need to do. So now what I'm gonna do is just literally take this, slip it on down here, which might not be able to do with one hand, and then just clamp it down and air it up and listen for leaks. Here comes the freaking goat of Almighty with the turbo. It's not gonna be huge, obviously, because then I would have found it. All right, this is how you do it, pretty much. It's really this simple. So let's air it up. Hopefully we hear, ow, I'm stuck. Oh, of course, the hose is like just barely not long enough. Oh my gosh. Here. Is it really that easy? Or is it somewhere? Let's do it again. If it's that easy, that was literally like 1 PSI. That means if I'm trying to get to 25, let's try it again.
It's right here, on the inside of this, where this weld's at, your coupler's on this weld.
Yep, you're right. There it is, boys. Let's go, it's a boost. That's the way to do it. Like seriously, I could have been. You can also do the soap bubble trick. I did that in a video probably, well, over a year ago, because it was the old SR. So we're gonna fix that, and then don't get your hopes up and go boost. Do it again after you fix the leak, and you might find another one. And also, if there's anyone in Maryland that welds aluminum, let me know, because me and Quan aren't very good at it. And my intercooler broke right here. I know this is not the boost leak. It's simply the mount right up top. I have 2 other mounts on the side, but I need that re-welded. One of you guys, hook me up. All right, so I don't think I've updated you guys, but sadly there is a huge leak in my intake manifold. It's a good and a bad thing, because good, I'll be able to fix it. Bad, I gotta fix it. So I think it's the idle air control valve. Good thing is I had a gasket laying around for that. And if it's not that, it's this hose right here, which is to the idle air control valve. So either way, we are going to get that fixed. All right, so hopefully you guys are in focus. It is so bright, I can't even see you on the screen right now, but simple boost leak test turned into the complete intake manifold off. Good thing is I had an idle air control valve gasket around. I'm pretty sure it wasn't that. I think it was this hose, but we're just gonna go ahead and replace it, because the last thing I wanna do is throw this back together and have to pull it back apart. So we're gonna replace the gasket, put some actual hose clamps on there, not just the clamp ones, tighten them down, and hopefully good to go.
Yeah, I don't really know anybody else.
Yeah. Alright, so pretty much back together. I don't think I'm forgetting anything besides the throttle cable, but I don't need that to boost leak test it. So replace that, put actual clamps on that hose. The only thing I have a zip tie on is right there, but obviously if that's leaking I can fix that no problem, so I'm not worried about that. But let's go ahead and pressurize the system. Nah, that bit's still leaking. Oh my god, it is. Why is it still leaking? No! Fuck. I'm over here pulling my intake manifold again. Quan got his window to go down. I'm mad jelly. Like, look, you guys can just look. We're gonna be getting all the rollers now out of this beast. Woo. I need to get my windows working. Fuck, man. I'm just gonna put mine down and leave them down. I don't care for them to go up and down. I know that sounds stupid, but I just really don't. Alright, so I got the intake manifold off again. I checked it for cracks. I can't find anything. Like I said, in here, the only thing I possibly think it could be, which still doesn't even make sense, is like it leaking around this. So I went ahead and cleaned it with a wire brush right there. I'm gonna try to put some steel JB weld around it and put it back together, and hopefully it doesn't leak. I don't think this thing is warped or anything. I don't think it's leaking from this. I really believe it's from this. I just don't see how it could get through there. It's such a little of a crack. Guys, I don't know what to do. I just took the intake apart. I got the steel stick on there. I'm out of freaking noodles. I'm out of ramen. Also got my Capri Suns. It's cold out. The only thing I got going for me right now is this fresh ass shirt. Hopefully this time it works. If this does not work this time, I'm gonna make my own block off plate for the idle control valve, which I can do because I don't need it for this car. I don't even ever have it plugged up. The reason I don't want to delete it, because you're probably like, then why don't you just delete it, you dumbass? The reason I'm not deleting it is because forever ago I put this on my intercooler pipe for the idle air control valve when I thought I needed it, because I didn't know I didn't, because I thought this car was tuned with it, but it's not. So yeah, if it doesn't work this time with If it don't work this time with this steel stick I just put on right there, which you guys can see, one little piece right there, then I'm gonna make a plate. Please just work so I don't have to make a plate. Oh man. All right, so I got the car back together, as you can see. I boost leak tested again with the pressure. Still leaked. I don't know where it's leaking from. I think I'm gonna make a block off plate for it. Right now I'm not worried about it. I've been wanting to show my dad my car for a while, just because I've, you know, talked it up in the family forever now, so that's what we're gonna go do. Let's go get his reaction. All right, we got my dad here. I warned him that the paint's already beat up. We've already wrecked once, but it's pretty nicked up on the skirts and everything.
Oh, jeez.
Oh boy.
Not that new anymore.
Yeah, it's been pretty beat up. I would have came over earlier, but I've been having crazy problems doing little things.
Looks good though.
It's cool, ain't it? You want to see the engine?
You've been doing all kind of stuff?
Yeah.
The steering wheel does really good.
That's actually our custom steering wheel. Remember I got those made?
Yeah. So you put it back on the glass?
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's a fiberglass. It only weighs like 5 pounds.
Oh. Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, it looks cool. It looks like you, man.
I wish you would have got to see it when it was so clean.
So why is this happening?
It's just from shutting the door in and out and then being ripped off when I'm drifting and stuff. I've ripped the skirts off multiple times. When we went to the go-kart track the other day, this is all from rocks.
Is it a 4-speed? What is it?
It's a 5-speed.
Who wants to go for a ride? I'll drive.
No, you ain't driving this car.
Why not?
Hell no.
Why?
Hell no. Right now it's not running right. I can take you for a ride, but
No, I'm not good. I'm not letting you drive.
it's not running right now. But you'll never drive this car, sorry.
Oh.
Is the wing cool? You like the roof wing on the window?
Yeah, I do. Yep. This has nothing?
What? Yeah, there's nothing there. It's all stripped out, so when I get a cage, it all fits in there on the roof and everything. Like the fender to rim fitment. Super low. If you look like really close, you'll see it. And then in the rear is hard to see unless it's like nighttime. Like the whole rear is like a pink pearl, but you can barely see it with like sunlight. It's like when you're under a nightlight in a parking lot is when you see that. All right, so we're back at the house. Sadly, I did not get the reaction out of my dad I exactly wanted. I was expecting my dad to be a little more enthusiastic, but instead he's sitting around calling my car a hunker. So Dad, if you're watching this right now, that's why you ain't got your C6Z06 yet. But it was funny. I mean, obviously this thing is no clean car, but I think my mom's reaction was definitely better. But we are back at the house. I don't really know what's going on. I am not pulling my intake manifold off again. Screw that. That is ridiculous. If you guys have any idea why it's leaking, please let me know. Maybe I should just buy another one. I was thinking about making a plate, but it just makes no sense that it's leaking. I don't really know. Please help me out in the comments. I guess we'll go over to Quan and Zach and see what they're doing. Well, actually, Zach is installing his DOT approved harness bar. I don't think you guys have seen anything to do with this, but we made this the other day. Zach just painted it, and yes, it's higher than the holes on purpose so he does not break his back if you got an accident. I'm pretty sure that's how it's supposed to be, and it makes sense to me. These two race cars about the battle of, fuck, heavy ass door. Which Walmart are we going to? I don't care. Don't matter to me. You guys know where we're going? We're going to get dinner, boys. Ramen noodles. Oh my god, that was awesome. That was so much fun. Damn. That was like the all-time my favorite.
It was going in the straight line.
Yeah.
That time I didn't pull to the side.
I would like to see them marks, but sadly we probably never will. But that was what it's about right there. That was fun. Me and Quan balling out in Walmart. Got the finest food. How much is this shit, Quan? How much is it?
Unexpected item in bagging area. Remove this item before continuing.
You got the 194 noodle. Oh, dude, you're balling out with the mellow yellow.
Oh, mellow yellow costs as much as this shit.
Mellow yellow more than the noodle. Come on. What's she looking at right there? What? You're looking at that old duty right there. What? Style matters.